Thaddeus here with Chainbreakers Garden, giving you a quick update on what we got going on. Last week we went ahead and we planted our potatoes. Ew. As my daughter would say, ew. That's gross. But what it is the potato is just starting and it's getting, this is when the potato is getting good, right? So I made this long lengthy video in exact detail on how we did it. The video didn't quite work out to what I wanted, and so hopefully we can salvage enough of that to make a nice potato video here. Nevertheless, we started our process back. The process actually started taking place a long time ago with these, at least. These are just standard russet potatoes that we purchased for something. You know, I think I like baked potato. I like a nice baked potato, and the little ones that don't really make it to make the final cut kind of just end up on the sidelines. And so we just took these. I just took these and set them on my back porch. The ones that we didn't want, just set them on the back porch, and then just let the eyes begin to form. But I also have two other types of potatoes that I bought that were actual seeded potatoes, and so there's the purple potato and just a standard. I think it's Idaho, I believe. There's a purple potato and there's an Idaho potato that that I purchased as just seed potatoes. Nevertheless, a few months ago, about a month and a half, maybe, we went ahead and we tarped. Remember, we tarped the whole field with black tarp, mixture of 3.5 mil and 6 mil. That's the thickness of the tarp. And we went ahead and we tarped the whole field. That's for just to using solarization method. Remember, you use the black tarp in the winter and the clear tarp in the spring, in the summer. But we went ahead and we seeded. We went ahead and we covered the whole field with that. Well, at least the portion of the garden that we're going to grow in. We went ahead and we did that. And then after we did that, so 2 months, blah, 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 a month and a half later, I unveiled what it is back there now. It's raining so bad right here, right now. I walked back there, but it's so much rain. Nevertheless, we can walk back there. Maybe looks like the rain has subsided. So we tarped the field. We uncovered the field. As a result, we were left with a pretty clear spot. Let's see. So, field's been tarped, right? And so the section of the field that I want to leave exposed for potatoes. Of course, these are all like 30. What's our width of our field is 27. I'm sorry, the width of our rows is 27 inches. I'm sorry, yes, the width of our rows is 27 inches. Alright, so this is what we have left after all of that, right? So we left the tarp on here for 2 months, a month and a half or two, whatever. And then that left us with this. It's pretty clear, it's not too bad. There's some weeds, there's some root systems here that I scorched. After we did that, we went ahead and I dug a trench the whole length, and then we went ahead and I scorched all the roots with my propane torch. That were leading into the trench, right? So anything that led into the trench got scorched. Hopefully that deters some root systems from growing in and competing with the potatoes. After that, in the making of this video, there were a lot of in the making of digging the trench, there were a lot of worms discovered. it's good. Hopefully we didn't harm too many in the process. Of course, that's the whole reason for no-till, I imagine. I'm pretty sure of it. Not just to protect smaller organisms, but also to protect the big ones like the worms and grubs and things of that nature. So hopefully not too many were harmed. If so, RIP to worms. Then we went ahead and I covered the whole. I went ahead down the whole trench with our standard feather meal. And ran that all the way down the trench, and then we proceeded then to put the potatoes in the ground. Potatoes always go eyes up, right? So still got this ewy one. So potatoes always go eye up, eyes to the sun. And if you got enough of them, enough eyes on one potato, you can slice the potato in half. And put it facing up towards the sun as well. Went down the whole field. That's approximately 46 feet. And that's 2 feet shy than what I wanted. I wanted the rows to be 48, but the back part of the field isn't cleared, and I didn't tarp it. So rows are now 46 feet long. That changes some things and makes it a little bit more. I got more plants than I probably need. So let's see how that goes. Nevertheless, we went down the whole row with them. Russers, the purples, and the I think of that standard Idaho, or it could be a yellow. I think it's a yellow potato. Went down the whole row with them, mixture of those. I spaced them about a foot apart, right? So each one is spaced a foot. I think you can get it a little bit closer than that, but I just decided to space each one a foot. All the little, I did have some little stubby ones. I did kind of just threw them in there because I didn't have as many purple potatoes as I would like, and so I tried to make the most out of those. Went down the whole row. Once I did that, then I just simply covered them back up. That's pretty much it. Down in the very bottom back here, I know we got, ooh, getting old. That's old age can't get you. That's too much running on concrete back in the day. So I know we've got a bunch of thyme growing indoors, but that's not going to be enough. They're not going to be old enough. So I went and I purchased me some silver thyme and orange thyme. And we've also had some dog break-ins into this garden as well, so that's been a concern. Him scrunching, him walking over everything. But yes, I purchased some of these nice little silver thymes and orange thyme, and hopefully they can do and hold the fort down until my little baby thymes are ready going into next year. We can always take off thyme, and that's a joke, but you can always pull off thyme and try to root it from cuttings as well. But yeah, I plan on running them down this whole row here. This is a nice companion plant. They smell fantastic. Oh, that's beautiful. They smell phenomenal. And that scent is, of course, help to deter pests. We're not going to use any pesticides, but we're trying to use as many companion plants as possible to deter pests, and thyme is one of them. Thyme is so potent and strong. Um, and I also bought a bunch of, I know we have a ton of mint seeds, but they're not going to be ready. In fact, I don't even have them planted. So we're going to just use the mint that I have. And of course, mint can't go in the ground and whatsoever. Do not put mint in the ground unless you plan on just losing that space. So the mint's going to go in tubs that you can get from like Walmart or something like that. And we'll have them sporadically placed throughout the garden. As you can tell, the wobblers went up too. Where is it? Yeah, 2 of the wobblers went up back there. So I'm really happy about that. We just still got this section over here. I gotta weed it. And I'm gonna cut it. And then we'll weed it and cutting the grass down, and then we'll till it in the process. That's it. So now we're just waiting. Just a waiting game, man. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much standard. Like I said, hopefully we'll have enough for the video from the other day to splice into this to show all the how we exactly went about everything. But it's pretty standard. Growing a potato is not that hard. And like I said, you don't have to go out and buy seeded potatoes. You can just buy these from the store. And whatever you don't eat, you just sit them somewhere in a sunny, sunny little spot, not too hot, and they'll do that. And you can have a nice potato later on. That's pretty much it for today, guys. I pray the atmosphere that you move in, that you're building in, that you're growing in is of nothing but God. I pray that you and your family remain covered. Hallelujah. And just thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing. In advance, I thank you for that. You could have been anywhere else, but you're here with us, so I appreciate it. And until we get it again some other time, guys. Thanks.